All the vegans in the chat. Which ones are on us?
This one.
All right, that's good. Yeah.
Countdown, no countdown.
Yeah.
Where's the Saturday Night Live?
Hold on.
Where's the Saturday Night Live sign? You know. Where's the blink? Where's the blinker? So you know on there. Where's the blinker? Crazy.
Select episode 5 Around the Table podcast. Today I'm joined by MARVED TV, Paul, and Timma.
Oh, D1.
How are you guys doing?
Bro, your name is Paul, bro, not D1. It's Paul. Let the people know your real name, bro.
My Govy, that's
I'm
crazy.
like he's Pablo. You're Paul, bro. Why are you scared of your name,
The
fam?
Govy is crazy. In Toronto, fam. Remember where I'm from, you know.
The Govey's crazy. The Govey's crazy.
crazy.
The scamming and everything.
Paul did Vichy's washroom reno.
Yeah.
Paul's toss on FaceTime with him. He goes, yo, Jazz Paul. He's like, yo, don't call me now.
See, Govy is crazy.
Get
fam.
cheese,
Yo,
dude.
for real?
Govy is crazy.
Damn, that's crazy. Holy. So you guys, tell me, what is MARVED TV? Like, what have you guys been up to? Just share a little bit for those that don't know.
You want to go, fam, or you want me to go?
Go ahead, show them what's up, man.
MARVED TV is the best food content in Toronto.
Talk your
you
shit.
feel me? We started from, 2019?
2019, January.
2019, January. You see what I'm saying?
January 11th or January 11th, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the start of the pandemic, no?
Yeah, around that time. 2019.
No.
No. After the
Pandemic.
Raptors won.
After the Raptors won.
So, so we're in January, so like.
Okay.
Pandemic started 2020.
Was it 2020?
Yeah, a year before.
Okay.
Yeah,
So a year
Raptors won
before
yeah,
that.
after everything.
Yeah, a year before the pandemic, we started. To be honest, though, if you want to get really deep, I started I shot it by myself in 2016.
Okay.
Just me and my cousin, the cameraman, Jared.
This is in high school?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Started this because I seen this guy in the UK named the Chicken Connoisseur, and I'm like
Pengus Munch.
Pengus Munch. And I'm like, yo, let me try this, you know, like. So boom, I did it, and I was like, I forgot about it. I have the footage still to this day, and then I worked at Mini Indie, and I met Smiley, and I met Tim, and I from I met Tim, I'm like, yo, and we got closer. I'm like, yo. Told Jared, like, yo, I have to, if I do MARVED again, it has to be with Tim, right?
You already had MARVED, that was the name from the beginning?
It was, I had the name I'm MARVED.
I'm MARVED.
I'm MARVED.
I'm
MARVED,
MARVED.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm like, yo, I seen this guy tell me, like, yo, Jared, if I ever do this again, it has to be with Tim because we'd be sick together. Woo-woo. And then me and Smiley got close too. And then I told Smiley, I'm like, yo, fam, I have this idea for a food show. He's like, yo, we have to tell Tim. I'm like, fam, I already thought about Tim, you know?
Yeah.
So boom. We told Tim about it. Tim, let's go. Because, yo, when we worked together, the three of us, at our go-karting track, bro, the whole place with just eyes on us, we'd make everything like, yo, when you guys working again so I can come back.
Yeah.
So imagine if this was on camera.
Yeah.
What did you guys do differently? Was it just jokes? Or?
It was just jokes. We made it
Being
fun.
ourselves.
We made it fun for the customers. We're racing with them, even though we shouldn't have, but we're racing with them. You know what I'm saying?
Smoking them, you know.
You know, we're racing with them. We're live. We're lit. We're making jokes with everybody. So I'm like, yo, imagine if this was on camera. Like we could literally be doing anything.
Yeah.
And it would be lit just because who we are and how we move. So then, you know, we got everything popping and put it on camera, and then took off from there, you know. So yeah, it's been a ride, but 2019, that's when everything really hit the fan for us, and we started it.
Same for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. Say 2016 in high school when you came up with the idea.
Yeah.
Like, was this something you said you saw it from the YouTube channel, the UK food channel?
Yeah.
And then you kind of just put some stuff together, and then you just put it to the side. Like, did you film content? Or?
Yeah, I filmed it, but I filmed it off of an iPad.
Jeez.
Yeah, them times.
Yeah. Holy.
Struggle times,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
Filmed it off of an iPad, cause yo, if you look at London and Toronto,
Yeah.
you know, it's the same kind of culture, same type of people, everything. So I'm like, yo, if it could work in London, UK, it could work in Toronto.
No one's
You
doing
know
it,
what I'm saying? And nobody's doing it in Toronto. And we have a word, like, the only word that I can think of in my head that Toronto officially made is MARVED.
Yeah.
It didn't come from Jamaica or Africa or, you know what I'm saying? It's to my
Toronto.
knowledge.
Yeah.
Toronto made the
Toronto.
word MARVED.
That's MARVED.
So boom, that was the name of the show. It took off. But yeah, just the influence of the UK, and I'm thinking like, yo, it could work there, it could work here.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do it alone because that's boring. You know?
Yeah, definitely.
So, you know, I just wanted to do it with
So
my dogs.
was it one of those when you first saw him, you knew this is the
Bro,
guy?
everybody, listen, let me say something.
Yeah.
Everybody who knows Tim
Oh my
knows
God,
Tim
bro.
should have had a show that he should have been on from time.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it's on this show. You know what I mean? Because, yo, no matter, I promise
Appreciate
you,
that,
Peter,
bro.
like, this guy is like, one of my friends, he was, I didn't know he got out of jail. This guy messaged me on Instagram, like, he sent me a video. He's like, yo, Tim's my guy. I'm like, first of all, how are you messaging me and you're supposed to be in jail? Second of all, you don't know. Second of all, you don't even know Tim. What are you talking about? He's like, yo, I vouch for that guy. I'm like, yeah. You know, so like just the impact this guy has on even the people we meet is crazy, like different next level. So like it was just a godsend, you know, and it's just and it not even on camera, like behind the scenes, the work that Tim does, crazy. Couldn't have, you know what I mean? So
Jeez. So Tim, so when you met Paul, is it 2019? You said?
Yeah, was it 2019? No, I
Or
met Paul
18.
20, like 17, fam. Because I think I was
17
working
or
with Paul
18.
or 18. Because I was working for like a
2018.
year and stuff.
So 2018. So when he comes up with the Marv idea to you, like what are you thinking?
Brother, so I remember I was home, and I never heard nothing about no Marv at all. So I was working with him, and after I ended up getting fired. You know, so because you know,
You can say why?
you know.
I never been so cheesy, man. When I seen the letter that this guy got fired, I'm like, yo, I'm quitting.
I'm not gonna.
You're not gonna fire my dog, you know?
And it's so funny because the boss even had a goodbye letter for me too.
Yeah, like,
and
yo.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, basically, I'll say it straight up. You know, I'm round table podcast. We're gonna talk. So when I was there, you know, basically it was late nights. Okay, so
You guys are closed?
we were about to close,
Okay.
right? So like a group of 12 people came in, right? So I'm like, okay, geez, okay. So I could just bring them to me instead of them going to pay $34.99.
Yeah.
Yo, just pay me $20. I'll get you guys.
Yo, Peter, the way man used to leave that place on a weekend,
Brother,
$1,000 off.
It's not a joke. It's not a
The
joke.
place is closed down, so I can say it's
not
now.
a joke. Yeah.
We used to come there cake
Tips.
up, fam.
Tips.
When it-
Tips.
like, yo, you need gas money? Here.
Tips, brother.
Yo.
Tips.
But-
Man used to do it so slick. One man here, one man here, one man here. Soups, tickets, soups. And after I remember now I'm working, I get a call from the boss because this time I was manager. I was a manager.
Oh, okay,
So I
okay.
hear that's what's going on. These guys put me on.
Yeah.
Imagine that. I didn't know what's going on. They told me what going on.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going in. I'm involved. You know, I'm a manager or not, money. I'm involved. So friggin', we do the thing now. We put them on quick. Or like, yeah, whatever. Me and Smiley, actually. I think it was me and Smiley or whatever.
Yeah,
I forgot
you
who.
and Smiley that day.
We did it quick. Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
They're racing. 8 laps.
Yeah.
I get a call from the boss.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what? He never calls me these times. So I'm like, yo, Smiley, Brian's calling me. The man's like, no. I'm like, yeah. He's like, fuck. I'm like, wait. so I'm like, all right, whatever. So I pick up the phone. I'm like, hello? He's like, Tim. I'm like, yeah. He's like, why are there people racing right now? I'm like, oh, we had one more last rush. He's like, where? I never see nobody go to the cashier or nothing. Get them off right now. I'm like, yes, sir. I hung up the phone.
Yeah.
I'm like, Smiley, end it. He's like, how? We just put them on.
Yeah.
They only probably did 2 laps. I'm like, Smiley, we have to end it. He's looking at me like, how? They're supposed to have 8 laps. Smiley, end it. So we're like, we start waving the flag and they're looking at us like, piss. There's 12 black people too. Made it worse. It wasn't people we could bully. It wasn't one of those. So after that, we're like, blah, blah, blah. So like, what happened? We didn't even do 8 laps, we only did 2 laps. We're like, emergency, you gotta shut down. My boss just called me. They're like, we want our money back. Then I was like, yo guys, chill, you're too loud. Let's go. I'll meet you in the back.
Yeah.
'Cause remember, we didn't do it on the cashier.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, I'll meet you guys in the back. I'll give you guys your money. Like, let's chill out. They're like, some girls making bare rowdy. She's like, what's going on in here? I'm like, where's the manager? I'm like, I'm the manager. I'm gonna deal with you. Go to the back.
Go to the back. Like, they don't-
But after all of that now, Brian, whatever, I ended up getting in trouble. I ended up getting fired. And then after, but it's crazy because before I left, Brian asked me who I would make manager if whatever is to happen, you know, and I said I'll make him the manager because out of every man he was the most responsible, and every other man was just more like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The one was more like, yeah, what time is it? 5? Yeah, fam, you good? You know, the one was just more humble and chill. So when I ended up leaving, Brian made a manager. You know, I think he told me, and I was happy for him. And then after time went by, I actually didn't talk to D1 for a minute.
Yeah.
Time just went by because you know what time is. You know,
Yeah, time
you know,
flies,
not even
yeah.
purposely, but you know, he's doing this, I was doing mine. And then he called me randomly. He's like, "Yo, fam, I have a crazy idea. I want to involve you." I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll go on." He's like, "Yo, I came up with something called MARVED TV. I'm about to have a meeting." He's like, "Could you pull up right now?" Like, you know, I'm like, "Right now, what's going on?" Like, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, "Yo, pull up." You know, like,
Yeah.
like, and I remember he said, "Pull up now, like today." I'm like, "Bet," you know, because how he was moving was like, you don't get those calls.
Yeah.
Like your boy's calling, and he's like, "Yo, pull up. I have a game winner idea. Let's do this." I said, "Bet." Pulled up. And then from there, it went on. We had the YouTube. We made the YouTube account. And then after everything just took off from there, he told me the idea, and I'm like, whoa, crazy. You know what I mean? Different. You know, it was really exciting.
Yeah. So so I was gonna ask Paul. So when you had already brought the idea to him, like, did you read? Is this something you had like under wraps, and then when you met him, you're like, "Yo, I can actually do this," or was it? Like, how did you go about doing that? Because he's saying you already had, like, the blueprint, basically.
Yeah.
Like, you knew what you wanted to do.
Because I remember I started in 2016, right?
Yeah.
So I already knew exactly what I wanted to do. All I needed to know was how to edit. That was probably the biggest, like, roadblock in to me personally. And then getting a camera. So then I got the camera.
Yeah.
Then I was like, I gotta edit. But then Smiley brought a guy on the team who knew how to edit, Eric.
Okay.
And that's the guy who made the intro for us, he made everything, you know? To this day, Eric still...
He's
helps
still
us.
part of the
He's still
team,
part of
low
the
key,
team,
because
you know?
he's really talented, bro.
Yeah, super talented.
Really talented.
So, yeah, so then that, boom. So now 2 things covered. We got the camera, and I didn't want to do it alone, because I just have more fun with the man.
Yeah, obviously.
So, boom. And it's important that you don't just do things with your friends, man, because man went to school with man, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I work with these guys, so we know how to work together and work together efficiently. You know what I mean?
It would have been harder if you guys didn't start out doing that.
To be honest, I think so, because at the end of the day, we know how to work together, and if all we did was chill together, I think it would be different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because then you don't really see that side of somebody when you're working with them. But now that we work together, we know how to work together. So yeah. So what was the question? My bad.
No. So I was wondering, because you said when you brought it to him, you called him, and you already had the idea.
Oh, yeah,
you
I already
the
had it.
blueprint.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, when did you reopen it? Because you said you started in 2016. You put it away for a little bit.
That's
like,
true,
when did
I
you
hear you.
decide to, okay,
What
actually,
hit
now I want
me?
to do this?
I don't know, you know. I don't know what hit me and said, yo, today. I just think it was one of those when, you know, because it's January, I'm like, yo, it's New Year.
Something hit you, though, because the way
Hit me crazy.
D1 even called.
Yeah.
I
was
could
like, yo,
tell.
we
I
have to
could
do it
tell
now.
It was like he didn't call me and say, "Yo, I have an idea. Let's, you know, we're gonna link up." You know, you say we're gonna link up tomorrow. Nigga.
Yeah.
This
Or
man was
sometime
saying,
this
"Yo,
week.
we're linking up right now. Are you down?"
Yeah.
You know, it's like right now or never type thing. You know, so
I don't remember what it was.
don't know what pushed him, but
I don't know what pushed me,
Yeah,
but
the
I
urge is
remember
crazy.
it was a fire. I think it was probably one of those, you know, when you think somebody's gonna do something before you.
Oh, I know those ones. Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, if I don't do this,
Did you see
somebody's gonna
something
do it.
maybe on social media or something?
No, not in Toronto.
No.
Not at all. I don't know what hit me like that, but I was just like, yo, we need to do this now. Because if we don't miss our window of opportunity, it could have been the fact that it was January and New Year, but something just hit me. I'm like, yo, we got to do this now, ASAP. And then I just called the man and said, yo, plan it out and then get it popping.
Okay, so what did that plan look like when you started? Like, what was the baseline idea? Like, this is what we want to do. Did you already know how you're gonna go about doing it, or you just figured that out as you went along?
What we had planned 100%, I knew how I wanted the episode to start. Like intro, try the food, rate it, end it.
That's it.
That's all we had planned out. Everything else, like, yo, once we shoot, leave it in the hands of Eric to edit and figure everything else out. You know what I'm saying? And then we had ideas for like a contest just to get the name out or whatever.
Yeah.
But other than that, we just had the sequence of an episode out in our head, and we were just gonna wing it from there. Cause honestly, like once we started, people are gonna mess with us just how we acted, right? And it's food. Everybody can relate to food. So that was, I figured that would just work itself out. All we had to do is just get comfortable being on
broke it
camera.
down. Yeah, and that time there was like 4 of us when we first started.
Yeah.
So it was like so much people on camera, right?
Yeah,
You
and
know,
like we'd make each other comfortable on camera so that we forget that we're on camera.
Yeah.
So it's like you're psyching yourself out.
Because a lot of people like that on camera, it's hard, especially doing food thing. When you really, when you look back, it's hard. But we did it though, you know.
Yeah, we just bounce off of each other.
Was it one of those things where like you studied other channels to see how they did it?
Yo, the only channel I watched Action Bronson's show F That's Delicious, and I watched the food connoisseur, and obviously food channel and Gordon Ramsay that everybody else watches. I
Yeah.
always love that stuff. I love cooking, whatever. But in terms of what I want to do, it was the food connoisseur and
Okay.
Action Bronson. Because Action Bronson, he has 4 people with him. He has 3 people with him. Sorry, him, his cousin, his best friend, and then he has a producer with him. So I'm like, okay, it can work with 4 people now. So we do the 4 people thing with the style of food connoisseur, very amateurish, edits, modern type, you know, not a whole production or whatever. So I'm like, yo, it can be done. You know, now we just got to do it on our
put it-
way. And then that's what it was.
We did. Brought
And
to
we
Toronto.
did.
Brought to Toronto with it.
So is this one of those, because every time you have an idea, like for instance, like me, like the podcast, like my mom is like, when is it gonna become profitable? Like when you told your parents, or did you tell your parents early?
For
and-
sure, for
and
sure.
What did your parents say?
I want that.
I didn't even, yeah.
That's the first thing my dad said to me. I want that. My dad's 79. So
Okay.
imagine, like my dad's an OG. So me coming to him about something like this, he's not gonna really understand it.
Yeah, because
But-
the money's not being made instantly.
Exactly, but he sees it. Like now, recently, my dad's slowly starting to understand. I'll wake up Saturday, I'm like, yo, dad, I have a shoot. Say, oh, you have a shoot? Okay, man, you have a shoot. Where you gonna shoot? You know? He's like, where you gonna shoot? I'm like,
Yo.
you know, and at first it
Yo,
wasn't like
mom,
that.
no.
At first it wasn't like that. You know, like I'm
Yeah.
going to this patty shop. Okay, you know, drive safe. I'm like, you know, it's blessed. You know, he knows. Like I kind of broke it down to me. He knows like food is culture at the end of the day. Like
Yeah.
food is something like in the city where it's like, you know, we could talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, you can have controversial conversations.
I didn't even tell. I just think once I got the camera, they knew I was doing something.
You didn't tell anybody? Did you tell your friends or anybody when you first came up with it, or
Nah.
when you guys actually started?
No.
They just seen. Honestly, we just on the move.
Yeah,
we were just on the move. Drop the Instagram, and then bam, bam.
He said January 11th
Yeah.
was when we linked. The first episode probably came out like the 20-something.
Yeah.
One of them ones. So everything just happened boom,
Boom.
fast.
We're moving.
To me, something
Yeah.
doesn't exist until you put it out there.
Facts, yeah.
You can have all the footage you want in the world. We have so much footage in the vault.
lot of footage in
It
the
doesn't
vault.
exist because it's
Yeah,
not
it's
out
not
there
out
yet.
there, yeah.
So some in that time frame of us linking up and then, okay, we'll drop it in March. Nah, somebody could already started on Marv TV.
Facts, yeah.
So boom, we have to get this out now. So once we shot it, boom, out. So I didn't even have time to tell people. It just was so crazy, and it just happened. And everybody who saw me on camera for the first time was probably shocked.
Yeah, fact.
Like,
I
yo,
know I
what?
was.
What?
Yeah, I definitely know I was.
So much
Trust me.
man are like, yo, what? Where did this come from? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, yo. And who is he with? Like, who are these guys?
Yeah,
where, did he,
facts, yeah.
where did he meet them? I'm
Yeah.
like, exactly. Like, sometimes you just gotta do it, and that's what it is. Like, just jump off the ledge and see what happens, bro. To be honest.
So how was that first experience? That first video you guys made?
It was crazy.
Or
crazy.
how did you get in touch with the restaurant? And then how did that first experience go?
That's a good question.
First of all, shout out Stockyards.
Yeah,
Stockyards,
big.
huh?
Shout
Barbecue?
out Stockyards.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been me and my cousin been there a bunch of times, so we already were cool with the people who work there.
Okay.
And I came here and I told her like, yo, we want to shoot a video or whatever, and she's like, okay, yeah, and then she set us up with food and whatnot, and we knew it was gonna be good. I didn't think it was gonna go viral, but honestly, fam, just doing it it was like we're doing something.
Yeah.
You know, we're not just going to work and whatever. We're actually doing
doing
something.
something.
Yeah.
Remember those times too? Was like we're paying, right? 'Cause at
Yeah.
first
Yeah,
we're
that's
like,
what I mean.
Yeah,
we don't really care. We're gonna go. We're
costing
gonna
you
pay.
money, yeah.
You know,
We're just paying for food because we need the content, right? So we're paying for food and whatnot. And to this day, we'll still pay.
we'll
for
still
food.
pay for food.
We
yeah.
don't care
because we want content.
Yeah,
you know,
but
it's not
now
all about
now obviously that our names out there, restaurants will be like, yo, you guys come on us, we love you guys, whatever, and we're
love
like,
the energy.
Yeah.
we love you too.
You know.
But yeah, we just needed content.
Yeah.
That was the main.
Simple.
We just needed videos,
Uh-huh.
bro. That was it. So yeah, that was the mission.
So at the start, are you just DMing, calling restaurants? Are you going in and saying, hey, we want to do
We're
this?
walking in there
Walking in.
saying, yo, we're gonna buy food, but we also wanna. Is it okay if we record?
Shoot.
While people are still in the restaurant.
While people are still.
Yeah, I
in the
remember
restaurant.
that, and at first because we
It
were
was so
nobody.
weird. That's what I mean.
So
like,
they were looking at us. They're like,
Yo, who are these guys?
"Why
Why is there a camera?
Why is there a camera?" Yeah,
so
it's
we were
weird.
shy too. We're like, yo, we don't want to shoot right now.
Yeah, we were
let's
shy.
wait till people.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We were,
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
were
we're
so
shy.
shy. Now
Don't care, fam. Road
Now?
on street, sidewalk, busy
we
sidewalk.
gotta do what we gotta do for content.
People
It's
walking. Don't
bam,
care.
bam, bam. We don't care. Well, pedestrian, me and D will back up. Made the pedestrian go,
Just go.
and we're at. You know what I mean? Like, we don't,
Yeah.
we don't care. We're in the gutter now.
Yeah,
we're in the
we
mud.
don't care. Now we don't care. Still.
We're so used to it. It's been 3 years.
yeah, but
3
before
years, geez.
before we
2019,
were
bro.
shy with this store. But yeah.
Did you guys have just one guy asking all the time?
What do you mean?
Like when you guys went, and did everybody ask? Like I'm assuming like one of you guys would ask.
At first it was me.
Yeah.
I was like, yo, okay, do you want to go talk to
Yeah,
him?
That's what I mean.
Always me,
No,
dog.
bro, D1 has the, you know? Like,
Yeah.
So I was like, all right,
For
bro,
the
let me go
shit.
talk to them still.
You know?
But now Tim,
yeah.
does more
Now
than
it's
me.
just-
Because I'm
now it's
just,
me and him. No,
now I
for
just,
sure.
like, honestly, bro, I don't really, I'm not going to say I don't like to talk to people, but
Yeah.
Tim is better at talking to
Yeah,
people.
definitely.
Especially with energy-wise.
Yeah.
So he'll go do that. Tim's like the PR. You know what
I
I'm
said
saying?
PR.
Communications, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
bro.
Slash creative director slash all of that. Tim's
But we
just-
still both handle it too.
yeah,
at
we
the
still
same time,
both
you
do.
know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Same time we both handle
Sometimes he'll start a conversation. I'll notice like he's in a conversation on the DMs. I'll just leave it because that's his conversation.
Yeah.
He does the same with me.
How we do it, it's crazy now. When it comes to DMs and like
Yeah.
how we balance and
That's the hardest
book
part,
shoots and stuff, it's
Yeah.
crazy now.
So what are some problems you think at the very beginning you guys were very naive to?
What's the biggest thing? Time.
Time.
Time? Like what do you mean?
Like we
Time.
can't. Don't be late to stuff.
Even missed on a big, we missed on a
missed
big
out on
shoot. To
a
this day
couple
too, I
shoots.
saw
Which shoot is that?
Kansas barbecue.
Kansas
To this
came.
day, I'll say that was a big one that we missed out
Missed
on.
out on that one, and it leaves a it leaves a bad reputation.
Yeah.
Because somebody will say, "Oh yeah, I got those Marv guys coming in. Oh, those guys, yeah, they're late. All right, whatever." So we're
Yeah.
like, yeah, we can't.
Because at the end of the day, like we left our last impression with him, you
Yeah.
know, and we wanted to even reshoot, but like after that, he was like he wasn't
having
feeling
it.
it, you know.
And
You
that-
understand it is,
And honestly, fam, that helped us because
you know, it did.
Because now we're like,
Yeah.
we can't
It
ever do
did,
that.
early
bro.
days.
Early days.
Bro.
Early days.
Early days. If he straight us up now, it's big. Like me and him, bro.
We're there. Like,
It's crazy. That's
Yeah.
just early days, you know, and it's like, and I remember those times I had to go pick up the
Yeah.
other members and just, you know, it's time, you know,
Time, yeah.
it's just time, bro, you know.
So was all the time like spent trying to build Marv? Like were you guys like one person working and one person doing it? Was one person focusing on it more than the others? Like how did you delegate that with four people?
Good question.
yeah, honestly, like the way I felt, yes, it was. Certain people like they couldn't help it because of the life situation at the moment.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes it did feel like yo, I'm doing all this. Woo,
Yeah.
woo, you know what I mean? And
Feel the
I'm like-
pressure for sure.
The pressure was there, and then I also felt bad for the video guy at the time, Eric, because like now that I edit, it's like now I understand because you have to force yourself to edit when you don't want to edit, and it's the hardest thing ever, bro. Because you're sitting through footage, you're like bored, and you got to do it. Like, and now the responsibility's on me. And if Tim was editing, he'd do the same thing. I know that for a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's just I'm the one that already edits and I know how to do it. So why not continue? But like, the responsibility is on us now. Because 50-50, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that was just two.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 50-50.
It's been crazy, bro.
So,
How did that happen actually? 'Cause you said you started out with four.
Yeah.
So how did you guys end up with two people?
You know how the group thing goes, you know, like
Yeah.
even around the world.
politically
You know,
speaking,
Boys
yeah,
to
yeah.
Men, Jodeci. You know, and sing Backstreet, bro. It gets controversial. You know,
gets controversial,
a lot of different
bro.
opinions. You know, and everybody feels a way, and you know, it's always down to
also-
the last standing.
yeah, and also life situation. Like,
Yeah.
if you can't in your life,
Yeah.
you can't. And that's one thing with like Smiley's my brother. Like I just talked to Smiley the other day. He's my brother for life, but you just have to prioritize your life sometimes. And the thing that Smiley said to me that hit me was like, I gotta be the best me for myself before I can be the best
Hondo
me
P.
for Marv.
Hondo P.
And I understood that because I'm like, yo, everybody's life is different.
Hondo
Like,
P.
we all have different paths, whatever. I may have been in a better situation to be able to do Marv than he did. That's just his path, you know. There's no hard feelings. He's still my brother, like I said.
Hondo P for
he
sure.
called me the other day. Yo, are you guys pulling up to so and so? I'm like, oh no,
Yeah.
fam, we're not. We have somewhere else. So he's like, okay. So it's still love, but just different life and then situations, and then like now it'd be too late almost because me and Tim already have a rhythm of how we do
Yeah.
things.
So
So
the
how-
rhythm's crazy. I won't lie to
the
you.
rhythm's crazy. It's
Yeah.
working. We're seeing progress. So it's kind of like too late. It's like, I still love, but it's too late. And he knows that, and I respect him to the world. Like Smiley still bought us like mics when we needed it, stuff like that. Contributed over time.
But certain things for sure in the future, like
Yeah,
our
it's
big
still,
things,
bro.
you know, bring them on, do some
still,
shit with
bro.
them, you know,
For sure.
some
But
random
yeah,
stuff, you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah.
mean? Like, you know, like random collabs and stuff. You could come and, you know,
Why not?
bring
Exactly.
them on for sure. That's still family.
That's still family to
Yeah,
this day.
because I mean, I'm wondering, you know, with the friends thing, like, it's obviously great to work with friends, but not everybody can do that.
Exactly. For
sure,
And, you know,
for sure.
a lot of people don't like to mix either family with business or friends with business because there's kind of like that idea that, you know, if things go south, like the friendship is done. If the business is done, the friendship is done.
Yeah,
or
you know,
if I try to keep the business, I might lose the friendship. So I'm wondering, I actually want to harp on that right now. I want you to either give like an example or something that you learned or how you're able to navigate through that where you're still able to do the business, you guys too, but like that friendship wasn't, it could have been torn, but it's not torn. Like how did you go about managing that?
I think it was Smiley. Like Smiley's mature enough to understand. Like, okay, I can't be there. I can't put in the same amount of passion and effort as these guys, and I understand that and I respect it. So him coming out and saying, I gotta do what's best for me right now, focus on my life, my whatever I'm doing. I think that's what helped. But in terms of like working with your friends, what I think is our success is we work together. Like Tim was my manager, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we were at Mini Indie. So I think, again, knowing that we know how to work together efficiently. When we had Mini Indie running, like it was fun, but it was efficient. Like people,
It was really
in and out.
efficient, bro.
Like we're not waiting. Yo, Tim's like,
cap,
yo,
bro.
you guys have to do this. We gotta
We
fill up.
we were on it.
So we were
had
on
a good
it.
team. We had a good team.
Solid team. So we knew how to work together,
Yeah,
and
bro,
that's
we
why I
had a
think
solid team.
to this day it goes smoothly. You know, we don't get upset. Like if Tim would be like, yo, D1, you gotta do this, you gotta boom, boom, boom. I'm like, okay, my bad. I'm gonna
Man,
be
don't
on
get
it.
upset
Yeah,
at
you
all.
don't
Don't get upset. Like, what do we don't fight over anything.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, we both have the same amount of passion for Marv, what we're doing, and we both take the same amount of responsibility in everything. So, like, what are we supposed to? We both want the same thing.
We always ask
It's
each other,
like
you know?
soccer. If you're playing soccer with somebody and they're yelling at you and you're slacking and they're yelling at, yo, pick it up. You're not gonna get mad. He wants to win, right?
Yeah,
So why am I gonna get mad at my teammate if he wants to win? Like, so it's the same thing. If Tim tells me, yo, D1, like I remember the other day, Tim wanted us to do a video, a type of video. I'm like, I don't know if that's gonna work. He's like, yo, D1, you're thinking too small, fam. Like, yo, D1, you're thinking too small. I'm like, you know what? You're right. Yo, Tim will be like, yo, we gotta eat food while we're on a parachute or something. I'm like, yo, Tim, what do you?
Wait, what?
Top, bro.
I'm like, yo, Tim, what do you?
This guy's like, watching too much
crazy.
Fast and Furious,
That's crazy, bro.
Tim's telling me, yo, we gotta go on the CN Tower,
Crazy.
on the Skywalk,
Yeah.
and eat food. I'm like, yo, Tim, what are you
People be like,
talking
yeah, bro.
about?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you know what?
This was
Right,
crazy.
still.
Like, who's
So wait, are
doing
you actually setting that up?
Yo,
one day at a time.
One day at a time, yo. But like,
That CN Tower is high, bro.
but like, yo, imagine seeing that on TikTok. You'd be like, yo, double tap, that's crazy. And then you
Yeah.
look at the likes, you'll see 600,000 likes. You're like,
Yeah.
What do you mean we're strapped up in the harness like Marv
you know what I'm saying?
TV
Marv TV.
on CN Tower? You know, that's crazy.
That would be crazy.
That'd
So
be crazy. I'd be scared as hell.
yeah, so
You gotta
just
sign that
Sign the
waiver
waiver.
list,
Yeah, it's
you know?
facts. That's your life.
so yeah, just having that accountability for every man, and that's something that'll.
So is that what
for
you
sure.
say? Like, if somebody's gonna get in business with their friends, what are some things you think they need to prioritize?
Work with them first.
Work with them first, but
Work
if they
with them
haven't,
first.
if they don't have that luxury, where it's like I have whether it's university friends or I'm friends with this person, we have an idea, we want to do something. What do I need to prioritize? Like, what do I need to put first?
What I would say is you have to screen. Like, if I'm starting something, you have to screen and understand: does this my friend who I want to work with, do they want the same outcomes as me?
Okay.
Me and Tim want this. We want to build a brand that we
100%,
both
bro.
own. We know that Marv can be whatever it can be, but we both want the same thing. I feel like people who work with their friends, some of them may have personal agendas like, oh, I want to be this person, I want to be that person, I want to make music videos and stuff. We don't want that.
Yeah.
We just want to grow our brand to be what and obviously we have ideas. We don't want to spill the beans.
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
But we both want the same thing as far as, like, not even as far as I can tell, I know, like, you know what I mean? So I think anybody who wants to work and do something with their friends and be successful, you guys got to make sure you guys are on the same page 100% throughout. Review what you guys are doing. Like, don't be afraid. And you guys have to be able to know that both you guys can take constructive criticism
100%.
and accountability.
It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. You cannot get upset if your friend thinks you're slacking. You guys talk it out.
Pick
Stay
up each other.
organized. Pick up each other. Every 3 months, one of us loses our mind. Like,
Yeah.
as a mental breakdown. Like, yo, fam, what's going on? Followers are going up. Yo, who, you know, and then one of us has to reel it back in. Like, yo, fam, we have this going on. We have that going on. We're still doing
One
one
day at
of
a
this.
time.
We have that. Just keep grinding. You know?
Keep grinding.
Is there one of you guys that's more sober-headed than the other?
honestly, I lose my head.
We both
both
we
both lose our heads, but I
both.
feel like, yo,
It's half and half, literally.
and half.
We're both literally.
what gets me is like if I edit a video
Mm-hmm.
and it took like 4 hours to edit a video and it doesn't get the amount of likes in my head that I want. I'll get cheese. I'm like, yo, what? And then Tim will be like, fam, next one, bro. Don't worry.
Because it happens. Because especially the gram is hard out here.
Yeah, it's hard.
If you know, you know. Like if you're doing something on the gram and you have content, you see how they move now. Like if you're not pushing out your reels, if you're not doing certain things, you're not gonna get an algorithm on the gram. Like it's actually hard. You know, you actually have to be pushing, or you better do a paid partnership. You better pay Instagram some type of promo. Because one thing about Instagram now, if you don't pay them promo, you're not gonna be buzzing. It's not like TikTok where you could drop TikTok and
2 million people.
Yeah, TikTok is crazy.
Yeah.
Imagine we started TikTok. We started TikTok in late January.
This year.
We almost have more followers on TikTok, like in the 20s, more than we have on Instagram. And we just started. Just started. Comments go crazy. That's crazy. That's easy money. Like
our highest views on TikTok right now is like probably 87K on a video in views.
Yeah.
So which is cool. We were not expecting that at all.
Because for the longest time, people were like, yo, you guys go crazy. I'm like, I'm not feeling the portrait mode and all of that. So I wasn't feeling it. But then what? You're gonna sink or swim.
Exactly.
So you gotta get with the times and just do it. And that's one thing too. Like you can't really be stubborn and stay in your lane, because there's a market. At the end of the day, social media is a market, and you have to be within the market and flow with the market if you want to be successful. It is what it is. Like I want to make certain types of videos and content this way, and I want people to like it, because I know our content's fire. But at the end of the day, we're going on these platforms, and we have to be able to flow with these platforms. We're trying to swim against the tide. Nah, we gotta flow with the tide. You know.
It reminds of, even what you were saying there, it reminds me of when we went to the Frank's. You was talking about the creamy garlic. How
What's Frank's?
Frank's pizza
Pizza spot
that we went to, and he was saying for all these years, no creamy garlic. People come in, oh, creamy garlic. He's like, don't have it. Italians don't do that. We don't do that, you know. And then one day he's just like, you know what? Forget it. He did it. He ordered it, and he said, ever since that, everybody orders creamy garlic with a slice.
He was stubborn for time.
And
you know,
you just hurting yourself.
He's Italian. Like, well, Italians, what is that? Like, you know what I mean? Creamy garlic, that's Canadianized. You know,
it's like a pizza.
And he was moving like his dad. He said straight up, he was like, he got it from his dad. Remember, we were raised how we were raised. His dad raised him and said, this is the way, and you know. But he said he stepped out of his dad's ways and he's making money.
You know those ones.
Shout out Frank.
Shout out Frank.
Yo, I'm gonna hit on the social media thing, but I have an important question because I think that this is important. Is the compromise on the goal or how you get there for you two? If you're working with friends, because you said you have to want the same things, but do you compromise on the goal or do you compromise on how you get there? And if you pick either or, how do you go about doing that? Because you guys are gonna want to get there, but in different ways, or you might want to go to different places, but the place is still like further than either where you envisioned yourself going.
Is there really a compromise with us though? Do we compromise anything?
No,
I don't think so.
You guys want to do the same things, like in getting there the same way.
Yeah, because we move as a unit. Like no matter what, even if somebody called me today, Netflix, whoever said, "Yo, D1, we love you on Marv." Ooh. I'm like, "Yo, Tim's not coming. You guys want Tim? No, we don't want Tim. Just hang up."
Yeah, you said that too. Yeah, you did. You said that.
I'm not. Where am I going without Tim?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I'm not going without Tim. Come on. So I know he has the same mindset. So we move together as a unit. Marv, we're one. So you know what I mean.
But the ideas and stuff, like you said, like he gave the parachute, like or the skywalk thing, like. When you have ideas like that, like what do you say yes to? What do you say no to?
Then
for sure, those ones
we have to compromise.
Yeah,
on.
for sure.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean.
Those will be us sit down. If it's one of those, we'll sit down and we'll break it down.
Yeah,
if it's one of those.
And it's one of those. If we're doing a video like that, what's the worst thing that could happen?
So are you?
If we post,
are you more apt to say yes to anything?
What we talk like if he says something crazy like that, I'm like, yo,
fam, take time.
You know, take time. Talks and he explains like, okay, if we do this, look what's gonna happen. I seen this person do it. I know it crazy.
Exactly.
Imagine if we did it, we'd go.
Usually when I come to D1 too, I'm on TikTok or I'm on Facebook and I'm seeing some wild shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, fam. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay.
And that's where the compromise comes from, because. Like I said, what's the worst? If we shoot that video and we post it, what's the worst that could happen? It doesn't get views, okay? On to the next. At least we tried it.
Did it take you a long time to have that mentality though?
Yeah, it
Especially
did.
when you first started out?
It did. Because I'm that type of person, like, I hate driving in a I hate driving with someone and I'm in a passenger seat. Like, that's the type of person, I'm not going to say I'm over controlling or nothing. Because if it's not my thing, I don't care. But sometimes I'm just like, yo, just let it happen, you know? If he's, like, there's times I don't have to do, I just show up to shoots because Tim set everything up. Just walk in there, do our thing, and boom. And it's a blessing, bro. It's a blessing to have somebody who works with you while I'm editing whatever, and he knows, okay, D1's editing, I'm going to handle everything else. It's a blessing. So, again, like, if Tim comes with a crazy idea and it makes sense, because...
I can't lie, yo. When you said the parachute thing, I'm like, yo, what kind of cartoon is that? That sounds like some Phineas and Ferb.
I've never been on a parachute.
If it makes sense,
parachute.
if it makes sense and it's possible, then what? Like, why not? Who are we gonna say? Who might say no? Like, what? Like, what's the worst that could happen? Let's just do it and see what happens.
Crazy stuff. Even like, for example, like going on a helicopter ride, and we could just be on a camera and be like, yo, we're not even eating in the restaurant today. We're in the air. Damn. You show Lakeshore. Are you dumb? Show Toronto. People be like, yo, you guys are fried. Like, yo, we went to a restaurant. And I told D1, you want to try to go on a helicopter? D1 was bought it. And bam, here we are. So bam, we do our rating right there on the helicopter, whatever, 30-minute ride. And bam, we come down. That's dumb content. Who's doing that? What other foodie is doing that? What other foodie is even thinking to do that? Because you don't have the brain that I do. I'm all over the place.
So wait, are you the logical one and he's the dreamer?
Oh, for sure. I'll say I'm the dreamer. I'll say I'm the dreamer, but I dream very big.
You dream very big?
I dream big. Yeah, man.
And when Smiley was here, Smiley was like the OD dreamer. Like,
OD dreamer?
Yo, Smiley was
Smiley was the god of dreaming.
Yo, can you give me some examples?
He's a super star.
Give me an example. Give me an
Smiley
example.
killed me. Smiley killed me.
Smiley will say some shit like, yo, you guys seen the underground pool at Dubai? You seen Dubai? Like the big pool that you go underground? Yo, man, should go over there, bro, and find a way to like go to the hotel and like eat under. Like Smiley's just wild, bro.
And the thing is with Smiley, he's like, yo, Smiley, how are we supposed to get to Dubai?
Yeah.
Like, yo, fam, you don't listen to me, bro. I'm like, yo, Smiley, fam, hear me out. Yo, Smiley, that's my guy though. For life, today he'll still give me ideas like, yo, you guys.
Because you have to dream big, bro.
Yeah.
You have to.
Look at Popcorn. Popcorn came out with a song. Man, sing. That's what you guys, man. Look at Popcorn. Popcorn came out with a song called Dream. Man he was in cut off pants and cut off shirt. Fam probably only had one Clark's in his name. Man said, all of this coming like it's a dream. You know, just singing this song. Look at Popcorn today. Look at Popcorn, one of Vybz Kartel's top artists. He has his visa. He's touring the world. He has his clothes. Drake OVO deals with him, and he came from one Clark's and cut off pants, singing Dream. Because at the end of the day, look where he was. Like as a Jamaican kid in the ghetto, singing Jamaican songs. Who would have thought he'd be linked with one of the greatest artists in the world today, Drake? He'd actually get his visa without getting a charge. Very big, coming from Jamaica, dead ass. These guys don't make it. They don't get their visa because they're actually in the streets. You know what I mean? So it's crazy, like dreaming. Because from there you could say that was a dream, no?
Yeah, it was.
You could say that's a dream. Like if Drake was to be, Pac wants to be like, yo, I'm gonna meet one of the biggest artists in the world, and you know I'm gonna be. People look at him like, you're crazy. You're not going nowhere. You're staying right here in Jamaica, in this little island. You're gonna.
Yeah, put him in a little bubble. Yeah.
But he was dreaming, and that's where he is today.
So then I'm wondering, you guys have role models or icons or people like that you've like looked up to, either from young or recently?
That helped us in the game. In the game,
it could be that, or just people you look up to. Like with Josh,
let me tell you something.
Like
I'm gonna say
Vybz.
Vybz. Free Vybz Kartel, bro. Free Vybz Kartel. There's no other role. Forget Martin Luther King. I'm joking. Don't take me serious. That was a joke. Don't take me serious. That was a big joke. I don't care if you don't laugh or not. I think it was a joke. You know. Big up MLK. Big up MLK. But
who is a role model?
Yeah, or like an icon or something. Like for Josh, it was Kobe. Like you said, you used to stay
Let me tell you something.
Watching Kobe. Like he wanted that mentality.
Like, you know, but Kobe's for ball. But Kobe's my guy. Like, when Kobe died, I actually cried.
So,
I was actually sad when Kobe died,
bro. Who's a role model for me? I was thinking about this the other day. I don't know.
No one like comes to mind?
No, I don't really. Nothing comes to mind right now. Honestly, if you guys watch Transformers, Optimus Prime is a role model of mine. Real talk.
Oh,
That
that's
guy's a
my
cheerleader.
uncle.
Optimus Prime.
Optimus Prime is my uncle.
I know you guys are probably laughing at me right now. Listen to the words that Optimus Prime
That's
says.
my real life
fam.
uncle.
I said that's my real life uncle.
Real shit. If I call him right now, he'll come down right now. But I don't know you guys want to go there.
But like in terms of this foodie stuff, nah, cause we didn't know a foodie world existed before we started. Like, have you heard of? And what's
I just
funny?
watch Gordon Ramsay, bro.
What's funny, Peter, is that I was sitting down with a restaurant owner the other day, and another foodie, Andrew. He reminds me of you actually. I was just telling him that too, and she said she didn't think that we were gonna stick.
Oh, she watched you from time?
She watched us and she said she didn't think that we would last because we didn't follow the mold of foodie.
Of what food?
But my thing was like, and it hit me because I'm like, yo, we didn't even know what a foodie was when we started this. So imagine you going into a game where you have no knowledge of it.
Yeah.
You're just doing it because you want to do it.
Yeah.
And somebody's like, yo, I didn't think it was going to work, but we didn't know how to do it. We just did it.
Yeah, we just did it, yeah.
So honestly, like, it's crazy because I didn't know a foodie world existed until we started actually doing it, and then other foodies were looking at us like, yo, you guys are doing this like nobody ever has before. And then they like the fact that we're authentic and stuff. So shout out to all the foodies on Instagram that rocked with us from we had 500 followers and you guys had 20K and you guys are still doing videos with us, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bolton Bites too. That guy had 30K and
Yeah,
he did
I seen
you know what I'm saying?
a few videos with him, huh?
Yeah, and
Is he
Bolton,
one of your first?
yeah, Bolton was like,
One of our first.
Wasn't he our first?
One of our first big social media.
yeah, and it was
ones. And that led to
other people, Ryan
Famous.
E Famous, yeah.
Was that like the catalyst, you'd say?
Who, Bolton?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bolton was important for two reasons. Number one, I mean, it wasn't even because he was that big. I think he just noticed, like, yo, these guys are different, and they're doing something that he knew that could be successful. And what was important for me was to touch, like, the white people in the white community. I'm not
He
gonna
reached
lie.
out to you, or you reached out?
I think Smiley probably reached out to him, or Smiley was showing him love, and he's like, "Yo, let's hop in a video." I don't remember because Smiley was the one
I
who
want to
talked
show
to him.
people like we're just not,
But we're just like,
you know,
just trying to bridge that gap.
Yeah, another demographic.
Because you know what I'm saying?
you know,
Because we are who we are, and our people are our people in terms of like the culture and the community and who we associate with. But like, we're not just for black people or
to keep it professional.
you know what I'm saying? We're trying to bridge that gap because it's food.
Yeah, it's food, yeah.
Anybody can relate to food. Like, what you guys aren't hungry? You guys aren't hungry? You know what I'm saying?
Literally.
So yeah, just bridging that gap. And one thing that black people have to understand when it comes to white people, none of you guys can say that white people don't know food or don't have taste or don't know how to season food. Because a white guy will go to Vietnam right now and eat everything that the local people are eating. Well, are you going to Vietnam and eating some of those food?
Yo,
Okay.
Listen,
So
I'm
you
about
have
go
to rate it,
sushi, I
fam.
might even have a sushi still.
Exactly.
I'm a sushi guy.
You see what I'm saying? But a white guy white guys will know about Jamaican food that I don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, again, like, black people, I feel like have to. I just had to throw that in there. Like,
You didn't know that until Bolton Bites, or where did this come from?
No, just me taking in like a lot of the foodies that are posting. Like they're posting stuff that that's out of their comfort zone, out of their cultural realm, right?
Yeah.
And I think that you
gotta respect it too.
You gotta respect it because a lot of black people they're not trying a lot of stuff. And
Black
Is that
people are
what you guys were
skeptical.
trying to do? You were just trying to stick to...
No,
or
no,
did you already...
No,
originally,
honestly,
your idea was to go
we
everywhere.
did a couple of out of our reach.
Because my thing is like, we're trying to show black people you can eat this stuff too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you walk by a Chinese restaurant and you'll see duck hanging from the window and pork belly.
Wild,
People are just like, yo, that's wild.
That's kind of wild.
When you had duck,
Duck was good.
bless. You see what I'm
You
saying?
guys have had rabbit?
Nah, we tried, but we
can't
haven't had
do
the
that,
rabbit
fam.
yet. I heard it. I'll do it, fam. Honestly, if it's food,
Yeah.
I can't eat.
I'll try anything on
the
camera,
rabbit,
you feel me?
fam. I gotta see them bouncing. Just a cute little rabbit bouncing. Ducks
Oh,
are
that's
annoying,
dead,
fam.
fam.
They just cause traffic. You know those ones? But the rabbit, fam, is just bouncing.
I had a rabbit as a pet.
So, okay, wait, I want to ask, what's the craziest thing you guys have ever had?
What's the craziest thing we had so far?
What's it? Octopus?
We had honestly, some people won't think that. Oh yeah, we had octopus before, but
Live octopus?
no, it was raw. But we had
that was-
oysters was probably the worst thing.
Yeah, that was not it.
I don't know. Toronto shorties, you're capping.
That
You guys
was-
just eat oysters because you think it's a thing. It's gross.
That's
bro.
disgusting.
I had it. I'm not.
Yo, wait, tell me, how was that?
Fam, I almost died when I had the oysters, fam.
Okay,
And this guy made me take. He's like,
I'ma be
anytime
real
it was
with
a
you,
big
bro.
one, he
Yeah.
made me have it.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. That is like
I'm scared.
Like, why you guys putting
Like,
yourself through that?
even the liquid, like it's kind of like thick in a way and like watery in a way.
Yeah, bro.
And there's like a part in the water that's like a thick gummy part.
Yeah, it's
And
disgusting.
and
still.
it's like when you first like, you know, no homo. Give me pause on this one. You know, you suck the you have to suck the. You gotta suck the. I said, give me pause on this one. I said, you know, I said,
just
you know,
going easy and take time. Just take time.
you know, you have to, you know, you gotta, you know, you have to, you know, you gotta suck up the water. Whoa, it's crazy, bro. Can't believe I did that to myself. You gotta suck up the water and that gum. It's just disgusting, bro. And it all just comes out the shell like. I don't want to do the noise. It was like.
Oysters was the craziest thing that we had.
Wait, you posted that video?
Yeah, it's
we
up
posted
still.
that one.
We posted that one.
That was.
Did
But
you
it
give
was
them a 5 out of 5?
No, we didn't rate. We stopped doing the ratings.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
why was that?
the biggest thing for me was like out of the pandemic, a lot of restaurants got hit. You know, because they like Uber was upcharging them, DoorDash was upcharging them. People weren't coming into restaurants like that. So I didn't feel comfortable. He didn't feel comfortable of going to restaurants and giving them a 3.8 because a 3.8 might be blessed.
Yeah.
If I got a 3.8 in university, I'm happy. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
literally.
saying? out of 5, if I get a 3.8 out of 5, I'm happy. But like they want to hear 4s, 4.5s, you know, because we go to this restaurant 4.5, we go to you with 3.8.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So it's just like, yo, bun it. You guys can tell from our reaction.
tell us, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then you guys go there and try it, and you tell us.
Yeah, we always tell people like at the end of our shoots, like, yo, you guys tell us how you feel, and Dion will even say live in the street. He'll be like, I wasn't really feeling it. Yo, Tim, how about you? It was okay, but you guys come, tell us how you feel, and page us about it. You know,
And that's the most important, the most interesting thing I find is like some of our supporters, they relate to Tim, like, oh yeah, I had the same reaction to Tim, you know, chicken, cut up nice, woo woo. And then some people are like, okay, D1, I like duck, I like crispy pork belly, I like pork belly, all that stuff. They're like, okay, D1 is kind of my, D1's kind of my realm. So it's interesting to see how people relate to us in different ways too. So yeah, like that's why I think it's so important that we have, me and Tim are like polar opposites. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm more
Facts.
calm and he's more up there.
Yeah, facts.
So just to have that dynamic on the show just helps, bro. Like it helps, and I'm just excited to see the day when.
Yeah, I wanna go. So have you guys like? How do you guys do your content? Do you write skits? Do you know what you're gonna say beforehand, or is it just
team
just
improv?
I don't want to tell you.
Improv is just
no way, because I've seen some videos with this guy. I'm like, bro, there's no way this guy's coming
everybody
off the
thinks
top.
not one Marved episode was scripted. Not one Marved from when we were 4 to, from when we were 4 to 2. Not one was ever like scripted.
Because I don't like, we don't know how, like I don't know how to act, you know.
Yeah.
So whatever happens, happens. Dog.
So you just say anything. So
Yeah,
improv, bro.
the only thing we know, like
Crazy.
especially me, I had to work on was getting my energy up. Like I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
be too relaxed, you know.
this guy's energy's up.
Oh,
100,
and
20.
he's carried episodes on his back. You know what I'm saying?
Try to come with that.
So I had to like force myself to get my energy up because I'm editing the video. I'm like, like I gotta get my energy up. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm like, yeah, Tim killed it this episode, super funny. So I just had to force myself to do that. But other than that, no acting. Can't.
No acting. We don't never. I don't.
We
think-
probably should do skits though. But
we'll-
make it skits,
sure.
not
Yeah, yeah,
episodes. You know, not
episodes. We just
just
go
go
and
in there.
start MARVED TV and we're back. You know, he usually does the intro, I do the outro. In between, we talk. He'll ask me questions, I ask him questions. Bam, bam. We go inside the restaurant. We leave. Tell him how you enjoy it, and yeah.
Yeah.
So then, in comparison to before, how you reached out to restaurants, how do you reach out to restaurants now? Is it like different? Do they reach out to you?
Yeah, they reach out to us a
They
lot.
reach out to us,
Schedule's packed.
and I do restaurant search. So I'll go on the gram and I'll be looking for restaurants that I feel like
You could do because
Content
this
and,
year we're not trying to waste no time. Like we're trying to, if a restaurant has something crazy, like something that we know, okay, this will go crazy in content, we have to hit them up and do it. But some restaurants, they're like, yo, we love you guys, and we can't. Any restaurant that loves us, we're not gonna diss them.
Yeah.
So we have to pull up and
we
show
rock
them
with the love.
We love the love, man. And restaurant, like people who are chefs and restaurant owners are some of the nicest people. Like they devote their lives to feeding people.
Yeah.
You have to be a nice person. So we're there for them 100%, man. Support, especially now when they're getting out of COVID and stuff. Like, we're here to help them boom.
So you have any crazy restaurant stories? Like any experiences, bad, good?
Crazy restaurant experience.
You don't even have to say the restaurant if you don't want to, but Just like a crazy experience.
When we went, I mean, crazy restaurant experience. There's a lot to go through in my head.
So much.
Especially when you have bad memory like me, yo.
Yeah.
It's a bad restaurant experience. Oh, we went to this one restaurant, a Jamaican restaurant. Bro, we told these girls we were trying to shoot content. First of all, they had music black. They're like, okay, yeah, do your thing. How long you guys gonna take? Whatever. I'm like, we're just gonna shoot. Whatever happens.
Yeah.
First of all, somebody was supposed to. We had a guest, but they couldn't make it because of legal reasons. Shout out to them.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, now you know what I'm talking about. Went in the restaurant, the food was cold. Like, they microwaved it. The lighting was, they didn't turn on no lights for us. I asked them to turn on the music. No, they're not turning on the music. I'm like, yo, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
So I'm not posting the video and promoting your thing if you're not going to help me.
You're talking about, go and big up yourself.
Yes, fam. Eat your thing. So, yeah, that was a pretty bad one. Again, the one that we missed, that was bad. Kansas King, because we were late. That was a bad one, but that wasn't even his fault. That was our fault.
Other than that, I can't even think of.
Other than that, every other restaurant, and people always ask us, like, yo, like, you guys are capping in your ratings and stuff. Like, we haven't been to a bad restaurant.
Yeah. Well, you picked them, no?
Exactly.
Yeah, or and then sometimes they reach out to us, but even the ones we go to and they reach out to us, like, it hasn't been bad. Like, I wish I could make a funny reaction and make it go viral and say, how this guy hates.
Yeah.
It hasn't been bad.
They do it the right way. No,
They do it the right way. I'm not gonna lie.
Do it
Like,
the right way.
yeah.
Is
Like,
that something that's like super important to you guys? Like how you get there? As far as like, there's a place you want to get, but like how you get there, is that important to you?
1,000%.
Yeah.
Like,
Are there like non-negotiables, like things you're not? Like,
for sure.
you're not
For example, I'll give you a perfect example. In I don't know if you guys realize, like in our videos, we don't swear.
Yeah, no, you know.
Like we don't,
I didn't even
because
bag that.
you don't even need to. Like me and Devon, we just go and we keep it professional. Because at the end of the day, like
a lot of kids
where will we
watch
be
that
more
shit.
successful
Yeah.
with swearing or not swearing? What lane will we find if we don't swear and then we swear? Like, I feel like we'll be in a better lane if we don't swear. Because at the end of the day, kids can look up to us.
Yeah.
You know, so much things could come into factor. When you're swearing now, you're already up. Bam, we're knocking out the kids. Kids can't look up to us. We're gonna, you know what I mean? Their parents are. Mom, keep it neutral. You know?
And
That's a big thing for.
and
That's been a
definitely-
big thing for me for sure.
definitely my dignity too. Like, I want to be myself and I want to be authentic. So anytime I feel like somebody's forcing me to do something I don't want to do, like if we were to work with a blog that wanted us to act a certain way or make sure you guys don't say this or act like this or dress like, I'm not doing it because that's not authentic.
It's not authentic.
That's my dignity, my pride is being honest. I'm being fake. So just us doing our own thing, we get to be who we want to be, do what we want to do, and go where we want to go, is important to me. That's where a lot of people who may reach out to us and say, like, we want you guys to do a show for us, like Netflix or whoever. Shout out Netflix.
Big up Netflix. Netflix.
Yo,
We
Netflix.
soon link. You think we're not gonna link?
MARVED@gmail.com.
Netflix, just watch.
But
Watch.
yeah, like, it
I
would
pay
be-
my $16.99, bro.
It's important for us to be authentic because we're Toronto.
Yeah.
We're the embodiment of Toronto in a food show. So that's important to me still.
You ever gotten like international love or anything? Like from
Oh,
outside
yeah.
Canada?
Yeah, we have.
We see it in Insights too.
We have.
see it.
I went to Honey's one day because my friend owns the restaurant.
Okay.
This was there chilling, and two guys were there, and he was telling me his cousin from Montreal showed him about us. And imagine, he's here in the city, he has Instagram,
Yeah.
he has TikTok and all that stuff. And he's told him, like, yo, you see those guys in Toronto, they go around, they try food. And he's like, what are you talking about? And he's all the way over in Montreal, and they reached out to him, and he's telling his cousin who's in the city.
Yeah.
And he said he was so shocked, you know, that, you know, so it's just crazy. Like, the reaches that we're getting is just insane, especially like in Canada. You know, we're getting a lot of out there love for real.
And then I see in a couple comments, love from UK, love from Jamaica.
Yeah.
So I seen South Africa in one of the YouTube
Jeez,
videos.
yeah.
Because we have a YouTube video that's like 100K, the chip challenge.
Yeah.
100K views?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close.
That was our
Probably.
biggest video ever.
So
What you do in that video?
Eat the hot chip.
the hot
One chip challenge. Comes in the casket.
The Pacquiao one chip challenge.
yeah, never again.
How'd that go?
It was not it. Just watch the video, grab a bowl of popcorn, sit down.
Dog, you know what made it worse? I was just thinking about it. By the time we ordered the chip and ate it, there was a good gap of time. So the chip was probably stale.
Yeah.
Privately, the chip was stale. 'Cause I'm like, yo, why is it?
Let me tell you something. It was bad,
It was
bro.
bad, Peter.
Upset stomach?
Bad. everything.
So I can't even explain. To
Chills.
you guys.
Chills. Paralyzation. All of that.
My ass was burning for like a week.
Fam, I've never thrown up like that in
like
my
a week.
life.
Yeah, pause about that one though.
That's like it's a joke, bro.
Fam, my man had to call the ambulance.
That's a joke, bro.
That's how serious it was.
Really?
Smiley and them had to call the
And
ambulance.
the thing about that chip, they're so smart. It's not like, you know when you eat a Dorito and you chew it, it's like crunches and you swallow it. Like, you know.
Nah, it's hard.
This
Pause.
chip?
Yeah.
Pause.
This chip?
It's hard to swallow.
You'll be chewing.
Pause though.
You'll be
Pause.
chewing. So when we first did the first bite, we all did the one bite all together. Like if you want, when you watch the video, you'll see we're just chewing, and it's like, yo, what the hell?
It's not going down. Pause.
You know, oh,
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you said.
it doesn't matter what you say, you know.
We're done.
You know, but like,
Might as well mute it.
it was
Yeah.
bad. It was just bad, bro. It was not it.
crazy.
Wait, who got it? Who got it the worst? You think?
Smiley was throwing up
Smiley
like
was
crazy.
bad, yeah.
Right after?
Cinco was
Yeah,
bad, yeah.
his brother had to call the. I think that's the worst. His brother had to call the ambulance.
Yeah, it was
That's
bad.
crazy.
Yeah.
You called the ambulance.
Yeah.
You called 911. Nah, 911 is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
That's the worst. But imagine saying I'm the worst because I'm like, yo, I'm done. I just ended everybody's suffering. Because we didn't have, because until somebody said,
If you watch
yo,
that video, you'll piss your pants.
I'm gonna link it after.
because the way we said, yo, the first man to say, yo, I need milk or bread or something is the loser.
Yeah.
I seen death all around me. I seen death around me. I see this guy shirt off. I just see bare bullets flying. I'm like, yeah, I'm done.
It was horrible.
It's horrible, man.
Nightmares?
I walked into my
say
bathroom. I
nightmares,
see this
but
guy's
actually-
shirt off. I'm like,
Yeah,
what's
bro,
going
it was
on,
horrible.
dog?
I'll never do
Yeah.
it again.
Man, just sweating off of a
I
chip.
would even
fam.
do it again still. Not even for money, I would do it again.
Yeah, it was the worst. So we take every spicy thing with caution now.
Yeah, that one effed me up. Like, after
Yeah,
that one,
but he's good with
I'm
spice. You're good with
traumatized.
spice.
I'm okay with spice.
Yeah.
I don't like it. Like even yesterday, I made some McCain fries at home and I put the Grace. You know the Grace hot sauce.
Yeah.
I put like 5 of those and I was cheese because it was too hot. I was pissed at myself. Like, why did I do that? I don't even enjoy this no more. Like that's why I know I don't like spice like that.
Oh,
Yeah.
dog.
I like spice where it's like, you
Yeah.
get
Like
that,
it's a kick.
but it's like a sweet kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that traumatized the man. So we take spicy things with caution, but we know the people want to see it. So
Yeah.
sometimes you just bite the bullet and do it, you know?
Holy. So then, okay. So outside of that, so how much time? Because I'm wondering, because this is something. Would you say this is full time now, or is it still part time?
It's still part-time.
Part-time.
Still part time. So how much time do you allot to it? Because you say you guys are fully booked. Like, what does that mean for you?
Like weekends
Weekends
are,
is when you shoot.
yeah,
Okay.
but like if we can make as much shoots as we can until weekend, then we'll do it. It's just the time to edit the video and post it. That's where the real challenge comes in. Because there was one, and honestly, the weight, like I was putting on weight. Because there's one summer, like last summer, fam, like we're going to 4 restaurants a weekend, maybe 8 if we
Like
can
back
fit
to
it
back to back.
back to back every weekend. Because we're like, yo, no matter what, we're getting footage.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and in videos, like there's one video we went to a Hollywood Cone. Me and Tim, faces chunky, everything.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, yo, Tim, we have so much videos backed up. We could take a month, 4 weekends off.
Yeah.
Because we had how much videos up that we could compensate for that. And then once the next video I edited, we were just skinny. So it was blessed.
Yeah,
you
bro.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost a
Yeah.
lot of weight. Yeah.
How many videos do you have in the vault? You think?
Right now, probably like maximum 8, probably.
8?
Probably more. Probably like 10. 8, 10.
Keep going.
We keep going.
And you post everything. There's none you like keep like nah that wasn't it.
Depends.
It depends.
It really
like,
does depend.
It depends. Like I don't want to. Like it'll bother me if I watch it and I know audio's bad or something is blurry. It'll bother me. So, like I won't even watch old videos I edited because it's the way I edit now is better. I think.
Yeah.
So it'll bother me too. But yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the question?
No, don't worry. You answer it. You got it. You
answered
answered
it.
Honestly, yeah,
My memory is bad, dog.
This
that's
guy
crazy.
only remembers L1, R2, circle, X for FIFA.
My memory is bad.
All he
dog.
remembers FIFA
It's
specials.
crazy. Like I work with people's financials. My memory is terrible. I shouldn't say that, but yo.
We'll give that one a cut.
Nah, I have it in the Excel sheet. Don't worry.
So then, okay, I'm wondering for my, we'll end it off there. For my last question, so if a restaurant wanted to get in touch with you, because I heard prior that you guys don't do voice notes, is that true?
Yeah, the voice note thing. I'm gonna be real with you guys, bro.
We prefer the DM.
We prefer the DM. Don't hit us up at the. I prefer you actually say, you know, if you could give one of us a call and then, all right, cool. You want to talk business? We could go from there. But the
voice notes are
Instagram, I don't even like how Instagram's voice note symbol looks.
Yeah,
It's ugly.
it's big. Like,
They only give you 1 minute, and then you're there trying to talk fast for the 1 minute. Just give me a phone. Just give me a phone call. Just call my phone and say we want to give you guys a call and talk business.
Yeah, and then we go from there. But it's always love, you know.
Always love.
Because what I read is everybody always says, "Yo, we love you guys' content." And the thing is with restaurants, we're not just gonna give them a picture and go on our way. No disrespect, or just a 10-second reel. Like we drop 7 types of content. The Instagram reels. Now we have TikToks. We have Instagram videos that we can chop up into 3 different types in terms of length. Pause. So we're giving them multiple, and then we have pictures. So we're giving them multiple types of content to post. You know what I'm saying? So we just want to provide that value for restaurants as well. So
Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate having you guys. Yo.
of course,
Anytime,
Done.
bro.
That's episode 5. Wrap. Yes, sir.
MARVED TV.
Yo, you guys kill me. Holy smokes, bro. Man said the oyster.
Fam,
Man said, and you just.
That one.
I would never have one. I would never have an oyster in my life. That's actually crazy.
You wouldn't have one alive?
Never.
And Toronto
Never.
Toronto
Crazy alive?
shorties kill for it.
Crazy alive?
Never in my life would I ever do that.
I don't
Yo,
know.
I don't.